Yo, people, them, what's good? It's man like Jamo. Just a quick one today. My partner has finally got her delivery of her brand new Ioniq 5. I think we last test drove this like a year ago. Her eye has been set on it ever since, and I think we ordered it about 4 months ago. It took ages to finally be delivered, but it's here. We've got it in our hands. Let's get into this beautiful car.
Have you ever seen a beam go past and a flash so fast it whistles? Or seen a 100-key blast firing just like missiles?
Yes, people them. Now, as I said, we have driven the Ioniq 5 about a year ago. Quick test drive. You know how it is. You get like an hour, 2 hours with the car. And in that 2 hours, we got to get a feel for the car, have a little look inside and out, and make a little quick first impressions. But now that I've got the car, or now that my babes has got the car, I should say, we've got it longer to have a real proper deep first impressions with the car. We're going to be going in with a couple of videos talking about the interior, the exterior, everything that's going on, basically like what I've been doing with the Honda E. Those of you that don't know, I've had a Honda E for the past three years now. We're talking, yeah, 3 years. And yeah, I've just been literally picking apart a car, talking about everything so that people that are going to buy the Honda E know exactly what to expect, and then some more, literally a lot more than what they're going to tell you at the dealership. And I'm going to try and do the same thing with this Ioniq 5. But just starting off of the design, it looks wicked. Just look at it. The delivery was fine, albeit like 4 or 5 months later. It was fine when it finally got here. The guy just reversed it off the little ramp. It's a beautiful car, fam. It's a nice car. It's got that electric feel. A lot of these cars now, they're just normal, combustion engine cars that have an electric motor inside, but this has got that built from the ground up to be electric kind of feel. And that's exactly what it is. Just like the Honda E, there's very few cars that I would actually upgrade to from the Honda E. Literally, I think it's the Cooper Born, maybe the Aura Cat, but definitely this Ioniq 5, fam. Definitely big contender in what I would upgrade to, and it just looks wicked. Definitely very impressed with it. I can't remember the specific trim level, but I'll have it in the bottom left or bottom right or somewhere on the video to let you guys know what trim level it is. But it is just the rear wheel drive single motor situation here, so I think 0 to 60 in 7 seconds and about 250 to 280 miles of range. But obviously, we're going to be testing that over the next 3 years really to let you guys know what's really going on. But yeah, so far so good. Very impressed with the look of the car. Man, bear in mind, I just said I'm coming from a Honda E, a much smaller car. In fact, let's just talk about the size of this car real quick, because when you look at the Ioniq 5 on video, it looks like it's a small hatchback, kind of like a Toyota Yaris or Auris or whatever them cars are, but it's actually mid SUV sized, which is wicked because the actual space you get inside the car is crazy large and wide compared to what you get in the Honda E, especially as we go into the back seats, which I'm going to show you guys later on. Now, I know this is not going to be a long video, but I just wanted to show you the inside cockpit situation. So far, so good. It's looking wicked in there, man. It is looking nice. Very impressed with it. Didn't think I would be impressed compared to what we have in the Honda E. We got lots of screens, screen mirrors, we got HDMI, we got plugs in there. But in terms of everything you need for driving, I think the Ioniq is able to deliver that plus more in your normal day-to-day driving experience kind of thing. Now, I'll get into this a little bit later in another video probably. The only thing that is an issue for me in this car is the instrument cluster for the heating and climate stuff. Like, it's a touch screen panel, so even though the stuff doesn't move around, you kind of have to look at it to touch it, whereas in the Honda E, because you've got physical buttons and physical dials, I don't have to take my eyes off the road to turn up the heating kind of thing. So hopefully I'll get used to that in the Ioniq 5, but that's something that only time will tell. And in the back of the car, yo, we have got so much space, it is ridiculous. When we test drove it about a year ago, we were obviously sitting in the front seat kind of thing for most of the time, test driving the car. But it's only now that we've had the car for a while, a couple of days now, and we've been able to sit in the back, put some stuff in the back. There is a crazy amount of space in there. Like, the seats literally go back and forward, they tilt backwards and forwards, literally like the front seats do. Crazy amount of space in the back seats and the boot. Also, whilst we're in the back, let me just quickly show you how the seats fold down. Like, you can see that the seat is leaning back in the first place, but when you want to fold the thing down, I love how it's like a smooth transition in terms of the seat to the back boot kind of area. So if you're leaning in your IKEA furniture and stuff like that, there's no lip that you have to lift the boxes over. It just goes flat. So yeah, man, that's definitely sick. Now, as far as I can see, everything on this car is pretty much futuristic. Well, in terms of my Honda E anyway, obviously you can press a button to have the charge flap open and you can press that same button again to have it close. But what I really like about this, which I don't have in a Honda E, is that you press a button and obviously the boot beeps a couple of times and then it opens on its own. And obviously it does the same thing when you're closing it as well. And just look at that boot space, fam. Like, we're really living in this car, yeah? I just want a Honda E, maybe this size, but with all the same tech. Like, why is that so hard to ask? Anyway, we're talking about the Ioniq 5 in this video, and yeah, man, I'm pretty much impressed with all the tech that's going on so far. Anyway, guys, as I said, just a quick video today. Just wanted to let you guys know that the Ioniq 5 is in the building. We're gonna be going in and having a little look around. Like I said, if there are any questions that you guys have about the Ioniq 5, let me know right now in the comments section. If there are any tips, hints, or tricks that you guys have got with the Ioniq 5, also let me know those in the comments section so that we know how to use this car. A little trick that I just found is that when you press the door handle in and you got the key in your hand, you can either unlock it or lock it without having to press the physical button on the key. I'm sure that information is probably in the instruction manual, but let's face it, when you get a car, you're super excited. You ain't got time to be reading the instruction manual. You just want to get in and have it all working. So yeah, stuff like that. If you guys got any little tricks like that and stuff, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, man, let's get this Ioniq 5 content going down.